Now, why is this important when there's so many issues that, a lot of people email me and say, why aren't you talking about the important stuff? And I don't know how to answer. I just read the email and then delete it because I can't think of anything more important. Are you kidding me? Than having a president who lies every time he opens his mouth. The entire framework of whatever's left of this democratic republic shakes every time the fascist Trump or one of his hirelings open their mouths to say anything. That's why it's important to keep on this story, to keep pushing it. I know there's pipelines being built. There's poison being lifted out of the earth and thrown into the sea and the sky. I understand that. There's all kinds of horrible shit going on with the fascists who are running crazy through this country now against all sorts of what they consider to be easy targets. Daycare centers run by Jewish organizations, you goddamn cowards, every one of you punks, knocking over tombstones, bomb threats. These are the big, brave white men who run around with their AR-15s and their goddamn camo and their little ponies, jerking each other off while they pretend like, oh, look at me, I'm a man. Oh, look at me, I'm a man. Second Amendment, Second Amendment. What a bunch of swine. Today, bomb threats at Jewish facilities, forced evacuations in at least 12 states, Jewish community centers and day schools in Alabama, North Carolina, New York, Connecticut, New Jersey, Indiana, Pennsylvania, Florida, Maryland, Michigan, Virginia, Delaware. Would you say it sounds like they're organized? And would you like to hazard a guess as to who and how they're being organized? You probably wouldn't take long to figure that out. This is what the Huffington Post calls the fifth wave of threats Jewish community centers have received since the start of the new year. See, this is what happens when bigotry is unleashed. Somebody who is innocent of all this shit would say, well, I thought it was all about Muslims. Well, if they're going to target somebody, why not target mosques and Muslim daycare centers? You don't get it if you think that way. It's what the ADL has been saying for decades. A lot of folks wonder, well, why does the Anti-Defamation League come to the defense of people other than Jews when Jews are being hassled and harassed? Very simple. When a fascist like Trump, through his worthless mouth, unleashes bigotry against Muslims, which is what he did during his entire campaign, the fuck-ups who voted for him can't make a distinction. They just hear the fascist Trump saying, hey, Muslim this, Muslim that, I'm sick of political correctness. Well, once that bat flies out of his mouth, the half-wits in this country seize on it and go, oh, goddamn, the man said we don't have to play this shit anymore. We can do anything we want. Let's issue some bomb threats to daycare centers. That'll prove what great white men we are, huh? Huh? Yeah, but this is supposed to be about Muslim. Muslim schmuslim. Let's get the Jews. Let's get the queers. Let's get the liberals. Come on. And the Muslims. Maybe a few Catholics, too. Those idol worshipers. We'll get everybody. See, Trump doesn't understand that because he's the most ignorant savage ever to occupy a public office.